If I'm squinting a lot, I'm trying to like get in focus like with my eyes because I'm blind. Hey kitties, it is me, Allie again. I am here doing a dedicated brow video. I'm really excited. I love my eyebrows. If there's one thing that I will leave the house doing, it is my eyebrows. I am bringing you all my process, my high maintenance process. I use 2 to 3 products on my eyebrows depending on how high maintenance I'm being, how extra I am being. Today I am going to do my full extra. I have 10 minutes to do my eyebrows, so I'm gonna go there. Usually if I just have a couple of extra minutes and I want to make sure that my eyebrows are in the right place, I just use a brow gel. Right now I am using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I have also used Benefit's Gimme Brow. I've used Glossier's Boy Brow, which is honestly one of my favorites, but NYX is a little bit more budget friendly. This is $7.99. The Boy Brow is $16 plus shipping from Glossier's site. And between the two, I like the Glossier just because the brush is so much smaller. This brush can get a little bit big, but I mean, $8, it's a good product. It keeps my brows in place and it gives them a lot of really good color. So this is my go-to. I need to put something on my face. As for brow pencils, I use the IT Cosmetics Waterproof Brow Power Super Skinnies. They also have their original brow power, which only comes in one color, and it has a more oval shaped point, whereas these are super skinny, like they say in the name. They're close to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I've also used. These I just like a little bit better, but it comes down to personal preference. They're both really good products. This is just what I use. And I use the colors Universal Taupe to warm up my brows so that they match a little bit closer to the red. And then I use Universal Medium to really carve out and give my shape. And I'm gonna stop babbling. Let's jump in. I'm gonna zoom in so that you all can see how I do this. I have already done all of my complexion makeup. Now I'm just gonna go in with the brows. The first color I'm gonna be using is the IT Cosmetics Super Skinny Brow Power in Universal Medium Brown, actually. And I love the tip of this. It is super, super fine. And what's unique about the formula is that depending on how much pressure you put on the tip, it can get really, really dark or stay really light. So if you want a more natural look, use less pressure. But if you want a really like nice defined look, use a little bit more. I tend to do a mix. So I'm just gonna go on in, take the spoolie on the end. I'm just gonna brush my brows just a little bit. The first thing that I tend to do is just go in and carve out the bottom of my arch. And I like to bring my tail out so that it's nice and long. I'm just using short, light strokes in the direction that my hair actually grows. That'll give you a lot more of a natural look rather than something where it's more like painted on. Like, I don't mind if people look at me and say, oh, she put on her eyebrows today. That's fine. I want you to look at me and say, oh dang, her eyebrows. But I like a little bit of more of a natural look rather than like Instagram eyebrows. Now I'm just gonna take the medium brown on the top part of my eyebrow and I'm just filling in where I have a little bit of sparseness, especially on my tail. Just using really nice light pressure around the edge and then getting a little bit more pressure towards the middle. And I'm just going to brush through and blend that. And repeat on this side. Eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins. We know this. I remind myself of it every day. And yet, this is my pretty eyebrow. This is the ugly sister. I don't know what it is. This eyebrow is just always so much more trouble for me. It's such a pain because they're different shapes and this one always looks amazing and then I have to do more work on this side and just ugh. So on this side, since my shape is different on the top, I do tend to fill in the top a little bit more. and I tend to go in there first. Or I'll just jump around. Same thing, I'm extending out my tail a little bit. My tail tends to be longer on this side too. So just even it out a little bit. Use that spoolie to blend. Alright, so that is the tail of both of my eyebrows. So after my tail is done, this is where I tend to switch colors from my universal medium brown to my universal taupe. I like to add a little more warmth to like the front of my eyebrows. And since it's a little bit lighter, I find that it gives more of a natural look where my tail is really defined. And then the front I can kind of make look a little bit fluffier. Same product, different color. This is the universal taupe. And I'm just going to take that very lightly into the front of my brows. And I like to overdraw the front of my brows a little bit and do that just by using barely any pressure on the product. And then just kind of, since it's so fine, you can just be like, whoop, 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 hairs. They're there, I promise. And then blend in those colors. And once again, use the spoolie, it is your best friend. Now I'm just going to repeat again on this side. And I actually don't kind of overdraw this eyebrow quite as much in the front because this one is a little bit longer in the front. Because when I was a kid, my sisters were teenagers when I was in elementary school, and I saw them plucking their eyebrows, so I took a pair of scissors to my eyebrow up here, and it's always been short since then. Good going me. So I tend to overdraw this one a little bit more, and this I'm just filling in those slightly sparser areas, going in and blending once again. Shaboom. Last step, we're just going to hit the brows with some brow gel. Again, I'm using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in 04 Espresso. And like I was saying before, the wand is a little bit big for my general preference, but I make it work. I tend to just be really, really careful. So what I like to do is actually start on the tail once again and just brush through the product. And I'm keeping my brows, I'm brushing them up a little bit to keep them a little bit fluffier, especially in the front, and then I let the tail get a little bit more structured. You see, so it's a little bit fluffy and then a little bit more structure over here. And this brow gel just keeps everything in place all day long. I love it. So I'm just going to repeat over here, and there's enough product on the brush that I don't generally dip from eyebrow to eyebrow. I'm just back brushing this a little bit, getting that control back. I have a little bit of product buildup, so what I'm going to do is just take a clean spoolie and just brush it a little bit. And this also allows me to move my brow hair around without depositing any more color. And that is my brows. I like my brows a little bit bigger. I like my brows a little bit fluffier. It's like I said earlier, if I'm doing one thing on my face, It is my eyebrows. So give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, if you picked up some new tips and tricks. Let me know in the comments how you do your eyebrows. Do you do your eyebrows at all? Are you blessed with perfect eyebrows? Hit that subscribe button and I will see you cuties next time. Bye!